Hey, what is all this? Move away from the front. Can't you see that Pappu Pandey has come? Well, who is Pappu Pandey? It's me. Who else? Now don't show your teeth.
Huh?
Get out of the front. Our customer is getting late.
In his own time, Pappu Pandey used to get engaged in everything. He used to flaunt in the village's corner, where he used to bluff up big things.
Last year, I had a tourist passenger in my auto. I traveled across Agra with him. I saw the Taj Mahal, slept in a big hotel, and you know that foreigner didn't go anywhere without me. Haha, this is Pappu Pandey.
Is it so?
What do you think?
And just then, another auto driver came there.
Brother, have you heard or not? What? The government has made a rule that from today, all the autos will run according to the meter.
Oh God, what will we do now?
That's what we have been doing till now.
What?
Now you watch.
Now, Pappu Pandey decided that he would now bluff around with the passengers. Brother, will you go to Lakshmi Chowk?
Yes, madam.
But with the meter, right?
Yes, ma'am. Everyone now drives by the meter. This is the new rule of government.
After going a short distance, Pappu took a left turn instead of right.
Madam, there is a lot of traffic there. Don't worry. This is a shortcut.
Okay. Pappu reached Lakshmi Chowk after taking the longer route all around.
Ma'am, it's 80 rupees.
But Lakshmi Chowk fare is only 50 rupees.
We used to take that. But now the government rule says we have to take money according to the meter.
The woman checked the meter and gave the money to Pappu. Pappu was very happy. In the evening, Pappu reached the village corner.
Oh man, this meter has ruined our business.
Yours, not mine. I have found the solution. It's Pappu Pandey.
Pappu told them everything.
Yes, that's right.
From today, we will do the same.
From the next day, the auto drivers tried Pappu's idea and those drivers also started taking the long routes. This went on for several days. Then the passengers complained to the traffic officers. The traffic officers set out to nab these robbers. One traffic officer sat in Pappu's auto.
Lakshmi Chowk? Okay, sir.
Pappu started taking the longer ride as usual and the officer sitting behind him started taking note of all of this. Finally, Pappu reached Lakshmi Chowk.
70 rupees. Not 70. It's 7,000 rupees and 3 months of jail.
Pappu had to go to lockup due to his greed, that too with all of his friends. In the city of Vardhaman, there was a highly talented merchant and the king of that city noticed his ability. He appointed him as an administrator of the country. He had kept the common man satisfied with his tactful ways. The king was also quite impressed. After a few days, the merchant arranged for his daughter's marriage. He planned a large feast for this occasion. He invited everyone from the royal family in this celebration. Throughout the meal, he honored everyone and presented ornaments and gifts to each one of the guests. A royal family worker who used to sweep the palace also attended the feast, but sat on a chair reserved for the royal family members, and he sat on it by mistake. When the merchant saw this,
Are you even worthy to sit on the chair of this royal family? Get lost from here, you idiot.
he grabbed the servant's neck and hurled him out of the feast. The servant was humiliated and decided to give the merchant a lesson. The same servant was sweeping the king's chamber while he noticed that the king was almost asleep.
How dare this merchant misbehave with the queen?
Hearing this, the king jumped out of his bed and asked the servant,
Hey, you servant, whatever you are saying, is it true? Have you seen the merchant misbehaving with the queen?
The servant immediately grabbed the king's feet and said,
Forgive me, sir. I gambled all night. and could not sleep. That's why I am muttering something in my sleep.
The king said nothing, but the seed of the suspicion had already been planted. The king stopped the nobles from wandering near the merchant's palace and limited his power as of the day. The merchant was stopped by the gatekeepers the next day. The trader was taken aback when he saw this. The servant standing nearby then snickered and said,
Hey gatekeepers, don't you know who is he? He is a very influential person and can get you thrown out as he did at his dinner with me, so be careful. Be careful about this.
On hearing this, the merchant understood the whole matter. After a few days, he invited the servant to his house, welcomed him, and gave him gifts. He then humbly apologized for the feast day and he said,
Dear son, I made a mistake. Forgive me whatever wrong I did to you. I am sorry.
The servant was very happy. He said,
Not only did you apologize to me, but you also did so much to me. Don't you worry. I will get back your lost honor from the king.
While the servant was sweeping the king's room, he saw that the king was almost asleep. He started muttering again.
Oh my god, our king is such a fool that he eats cucumber in the bathroom?
Hearing this, the king was filled with anger.
You foolish servant, how dare you speak like that? If you were not the servant of my room, then you would have been fired from your job.
The servant again fell at his feet and apologized to the king, vowed never to gamble again. Then the king thought,
When he can speak wrong about me like this, he must have spoken wrong about the trader too, because of which I have punished him for no reason.
The very next day, the king called the merchant to the palace and gave his lost prestige with full respect. This is a story that takes place in the distant past, when a son, a wife, and a poor merchant named Henry resided in a small hut. He would sell his items in the market every morning. He would finish his trade that day by the end of the evening. He was a man who worked very hard, and everyone in the community knew it. When Henry was trading in the market one day, he went to a jeweler and he asked him,
How are things going for your business? What if I offer you a terrific deal?
Henry, what terrific deal could you possibly